Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We're here with the Polish Plain, 3rd mission. It's September the 1st, 1939. The main effort of Germany's attack on Poland lies with Heeresgruppe Süd. It forms the southern pincer in the planned double envelopment of the Polish army. Although numerous, the Polish formations facing von Rundstedt's forces are neither fully mobilized nor wisely positioned. And we have to capture Warsaw in this one. We already got northern Warsaw in the previous mission, but I guess we'll be going for the southern part this time. Of course, we'll be capturing Warsaw 2 weeks prior to its historical capture date at that point. Either way, this is it, the main axis of attack into Poland. You have under your command the bulk of combat-ready Wehrmacht formations. Among these are most of our mobile troops, panzer, motorized, and the new experimental Leichte divisions. See to it that the latter are not needlessly bloodied. Should they prove too weak for their role, they'll be converted into full panzer divisions in the future. Your main goal is to link up with Heeresgruppe Nord east of Warsaw, but if you spot an opportunity to take city on the march, then do not hesitate. Okay, so Krakow, turn 3, Łódź on turn 4, Zura turn 4, Radom turn 6, Przemysl turn 7, Warsaw turn 8, Lwów turn 8, and that was historically captured by the Russians, although the Germans did assault it, but get pushed back. And Lublin. If we take a look at their supplies, it goes through there, so this can be cut off from there. Lwów can never be cut off, so that's great. Technically I can cut this off through here, because if I take that and that, they'll be cut off. There's no supplies coming through here, so I basically have to move in through that to capture it. Alright, let's do a few upgrades. I mean, there's no real reason to give them 88s. But let's do it there, sure. These guys will only be here for one mission, but I do still think it will be prudent to upgrade all of my units that way. And if I do have 2 already, maybe it's prudent to keep things like this for now. Let's get started. Let's try to weaken these a bit with pinning attacks. That should help a bit already, at least. I mean, I guess doing one attack sucks, but it well, I guess allow me to get close enough to Krakow here. Okay, so the city is ripe to be taken. And if I destroy it, I can't destroy it there. That'll take them down. So they're already cut off. Guess you can just push by. Now that we have this railroad, they might move in there and cut me off though. We'll see whether that happens. These guys are also out of supply for at least a turn. Let's deal with that a little bit later. They'll still be here 2 turns, yeah. Actually, looking also to get my mobile divisions as far as possible. Seems like they're a bit in the way. Wow. What are the odds of that, huh? Maybe they aren't. Guess they are. Wow, that was a very good outcome. No, that doesn't cut them off either, because these guys are conveniently placed there. Now, what does this say? Rommel? Okay, I think that's a little mistake there. Anyway, if I want to stop them from cutting me off while I cross, I'll probably just have to finish off that guy entirely. And then actually doing this might help a bit. Although in that case, like I'm probably better just trying to go around, and if I get there as fast as possible, like then there are basically 2 options: cutting them off here and then this will get cut off, or I just keep moving, which might actually be better. Moving in here. They're still very likely to cut me off there. I cannot prevent this unit from doing so. Don't prevent me from trying to supply them, but I guess it's unlikely it will happen. There's no reason for you to move up there. Instead, you're probably better off. Wow, that's completely useless. Great. Well, that didn't work out as I would have liked. Ugh. RNG practically murdering me there. Yeah, because they're just gonna recover fully, so that's a complete attack wasted. Yep. That just basically means I cannot cut off these guys. Yep, they cut me off. They actually put a lot of units in there. Holy moly. I don't know why this game is performing so poorly. Holy cow. It is seriously getting stuck. Okay, well that was terrible. My units are not doing very well in their combat results. Let's just keep it at that. Anyway, I don't necessarily need to defeat them as long as I can actually pull through, but it seems like that is impossible. You guys are now hopelessly stuck. Would not have expected that. Huh. Ah, sweet. I can't move in there. Okay, let's attack there first. That allows the light division to cut them off here. You can technically still move pretty far, but not necessarily where I want you to go. And this sucks up all your movement. Moving in here might potentially allow me to cut them off on the next turn. But I would still be expected to at the very least move in there. And I need a unit on this particular hex, because otherwise these guys are going to cut me off too. One thing I could do, technically, is move around and attack him. That would allow me, from this position, that would allow me to move these guys in here and keep decent supply, to be sure. It's not a great movement, but it's better than anything else that I have at the moment. Although then these guys can still move in there. No, that would be way too convenient. Can we just kill you off? There we go, thank you. It still doesn't... Oh my, I completely forgot about these. You can't move any further now? What? Okay, well at least these guys will be cut off for a second turn. Guess that's okay. Why can you not move in there though? Sometimes this movement is just so weird. I mean, I know that there are certain rules, but like, really? Is it so much of a zone of control that, you know, suddenly they cannot move in there? I just find that hard to fathom sometimes. Okay, well, I'm actually a pretty big fan of moving in that general direction. Okay, there's no way that being cut off for 2 turns they can get through here, but just in case. You are fine being out of supply for 2 turns, actually. They will also be fine. I guess at that point, I might just keep it in reserve. Yeah. For a little while. No need to attack. The goal, of course, there was to just whack these guys on the head, so they'll be a bit easier to deal with later on. We'll see how it goes. I couldn't cut them off, unfortunately. But it was only turn 2. Yeah, whatever. Really? Ah, that's... okay. At any rate... So going around doesn't help me there either. Now I have to face this guy. Let's take crack off. So at this rate, let's just wait on that for a second. They stayed there, which I find interesting. You're here for 1 turn, you're here for 2, and you're here for 3, but you can no longer move. Let's just use you. She'll become a veteran and move up. This will block this side. And that will allow these to move further to cut that off. So now... I will need a division to stay on that. So these guys will not cross. And moving up here is not particularly great, but again I need to make sure that these guys will be in supply, because currently this supply situation is actually pretty dire. I would be much delighted to have these guys right there. Can't place it any further than this. Wonder if it has to do with these, but okay, they already moved. If I move from Sandomierz and then down, it might actually be pretty beneficial in the long run. One thing that's a little bit of a danger is these guys cutting me off. I know that these guys will probably not give me that much trouble because they have been out of supply for a while now. No need to attack. They are likely just to go back to Tarnov, try to take that. This is also not very nice, but I currently have no way to get more. I just they stay here for 2 more, huh? As it is, it's actually, I think, pretty decent move to cover this flank. I'll just capture the city now and see what the AI will be up to at that point. As I said, it's probably pretty easy to cut me off, like they can go in here and that would get them out of supply, but I cannot move all that much further at this point anyway, despite the fact that I do need to hold the Basura. They have one turn to attack, and then afterwards I kinda have it without too much trouble. Let's just get them poor supply. Oh, I completely forgot about these. Well, whoops. They weren't that much needed, apparently. Okay. So I will have to remove... The thing is, most of them are actually... Yeah, I cannot do it. They can cut me off here, here. Cannot remove that this turn. I can do it on the next turn. Because I think then the rail will be completely secured. But they didn't do it. Well, it does give me a nice opportunity to get some XP for a few of my units here. Okay, so now they can no longer cut me off from that side. But unfortunately, or strangely enough... Oh, right, the supplies are not running through down here. Right. I completely missed that as well. Now it should be, yeah. Okay, let's keep at least one. Yeah, so now... Are you already at veteran? No. Let's move these around. Oh, it seems I cannot even attack from that side. And the bridge is out. Naturally, now I need to do this, get my units back in supply in this area. Okay, they should be in supply. So I don't think I'll get supply right across the river at that point. But let's cut them off this way. I'm sure there's a unit in Ranum itself, so I have to use very specific steps to move that way, but I do think it works out well in this particular case, like that. So let's start moving some of these. It's funny that they got supplies back for them. But certainly with all their other units being out of supply for 2, I'm not sure. As to how useful all that is. Let's at the very least move you. Okay, Warsaw's empty, huh? Well, okay, I'll take that. What does it mean as well? It means technically that I have quite a few units that are now freed up to do other things. First of all, I can start moving you down. And let's send you in here for now. I will keep these guys on the Bzura for this particular turn until the threat is kind of gone there. I'm going to start moving some of these units further down south. I do need to take Radom on turn 6. They'll be cut off for 2 turns. However, there's now nothing that can get into Krakow itself. I don't need to protect it. But let's start moving these guys further down. So I think, yeah, I can basically move from here down to Radom. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. If I go through this site, I can take Lublin, but then they don't have any supplies. I'll probably be able to build a supply depot somewhere around here. But I guess these guys can move in there as well. My theory is that they're not going to move in there. All right. Let's keep you guys moving because I already have all the forces that I need around this area. The only thing they can cut off is there, so even though I don't think that's going to happen, let's move you across. You guys are taking care of business. You as well, you as well. I think we're set. With, I guess, the exception of these guys. They're a regular infantry division. Okay, well, they're just gonna be stuck. I'm actually quite surprised they have their supply, but I guess it comes from that. Yeah, that's not really a problem. Okay, let's start here. The most important thing to do here is to at least make sure that all of them get to veteran, or at least the units that I will see a bit more often. Let's take that. And since they can move up here, yeah, I don't... see back that big of a need. I need to take Radom on turn 6, which is next turn. Well, this is technically just as well as a regular attack in this particular case. Some of these guys can make themselves a bit more useful. Okay, this is a bit silly for my part. You gotta love those 0-2 odds. My biggest fear would be that they would oh, let's actually get in here. Be able to get to Wooch, but that's certainly no longer happening. I'm just clearing that out now. And I think I can leave the light division to deal with whatever's going on down there. At the Bzura. And that's going to deploy down there, huh? Let's see though. Don't tell me it's gonna prevent me from seeing that, okay. Oh, that's very good. This is, yeah, I need to attack with you first. Yeah, let's go around for now then. At least with you. Then I actually want this placed here. And then expand into this way for now, because it will allow me to move these guys further ahead towards Przemysl, which is what I want. Yeah, this just sucks. I really should have moved these armor divisions already on the previous turn. I really messed that up, actually. Okay, so I should hopefully be able to beat these guys next turn and then move through. I sincerely hope that. I just really don't like these guys there. Maybe that wasn't such a smart choice, but we'll see. Ain't too much for these guys to do, actually. Not that there are a whole lot more enemy units in general. Funny that they are still in supply again, these cavalry. Oh, they have a... new HQ, or this thing. That's funny. Let's make sure that we don't get into trouble here anymore. Cannot take that though. Biggest problem is that these guys are once again in supply technically. I'm not too charmed by that actually. Very nice. Okay. This Gebirgsjäger will not reappear, so any damage I do there is going to be fine. I don't yeah, you gotta move like that. I will be able to get these guys back in supply, I hope. Well, they're out of range of the HQ at the moment as well. This HQ also has terrible movement. But if I can put a supply depot here, which I probably can, that should be okay. No. I think these at least should again be out of supply. Yes, they are. Okay, fine. Okay. I'm not too happy. They might actually attack these. I'm not going to be able to throw these guys out of supply. I mean, it does mean that my position here is plenty fine, but okay, now there's Radom left to deal with. If I attack them, technically that first attack wouldn't be so bad. These guys don't have any points. I kind of just have to go and whack them on the head. Yeah, not surprised. Okay, so with that, this should actually re-cement their supply, which at least allows them to move further down on the next turn for whatever that's worth. Right, let's attack anyway. I know that sucks. There is no way this unit is gonna be able to move in there, but it really sucks that it cannot attack. What use is it to bring these guys down or anything? I don't think it really does anything. These guys are like, they're not gonna be able to advance upon Lvov. I'll just take that. It's pretty much the only thing they can do right now. Why would I need this at such a high level? Let's keep it at 2 for now, so I have a bit better supply on the next turn for some of our units. Yeah, it's still better than nothing. Okay, I think that will be it. Okay, they're just cementing them, fine. I don't really feel like dealing with them is going to be absolutely necessary. I mean, this is fine. They can get their supply. I don't really care about that. They will be out of supply for 2 turns. So I might just as well move you into Warsaw and you into Bezura so they can not take it. Basically, I'm just looking for stragglers here and there now. Okay. Let's at least surround it. I mean, I know we cannot cut it off this way. Right? No. But they should really be in supply on the next turn. There's no way they won't be. You'll take those stragglers on the next turn. Let's just move in here so we can take those hexes. It doesn't really mean all that much. But, ooh, there's some stragglers there. And if we can take these HQs, I don't even know whether it's worth any amount of points, but, well, why not? Can't even move the HQ at this point. Oh, I can. Sorry. That's the wrong one. Well, it still will not be in supply. I was not able to get the HQ all the way there. So let's just not do it. And I might then just as well... Yeah, let's repair the bridge and then move. Probably doesn't mean much, but that's okay. Oh, they are getting supply now, again. Potentially. Really? Let's also take this hex. How about now? No, they don't. Okay, great. I got kind of spooked because I don't want these guys to regain supply, then attack them, and then conveniently make them retreat on a 10% chance and retake Basura. That would be the absolute silliest. Oh, I'll gladly take those. No. But at least they can no longer attack. Also have a unit in there, huh? Well, good for them. Keep pushing that back. Oh, and 5, huh? Oh, 2 suppression. That is lucky. Well, the thing is that these guys will not stay here for longer than 1 turn, so I'm just gonna do that. You're not gonna be here for longer than 1 turn. So again, I might just as well attack. You're not gonna be here for more than 1 turn. Still 1-1. Let's attack. There we go. So get another upgrade. These 2 are useless, so let's get to 8 points. Lvov is not a holding town. But we got it. We got it. Let's go for the last couple of remnants of the Polish army. The stragglers and other things. I have to say it was actually quite a rough mission. I found. But I guess from playing on this difficulty setting, it is to be expected that missions can be pretty rough. Or at least grabbing everything can be pretty rough. Let's call it like that. Let's get my units back into some sense of supply. Although you're not in supply here. Let's just get that one. It's fine that those guys are not in supply. I don't really care. But out here, these guys will be out of supply for the maximum on the next turn. Let's just block their route. These guys will be destroyed, so Basura and Lutz are safe, regardless. Need to get all my units at least onto supply hexes. Basically, I killed the entire second Gebirgsjäger in order to get Lvov. But hey, look, I don't care about sacrificing my non-core units if they're not gonna come back at any mission anyhow. As long as it saves me even just one strength point on my other guys. I could have done it differently, of course, and taken more damage on my other units to keep it alive, but why would I? Alright. Let's continue a bit for those last few things. Grab those. And any little bit of territory we might still be able to take. Disband them. Go after them. That HQ is disbanded. Let's take that. Let's see if I can get any of these guys to reach. A bit more, 160. Not bad. Get all those stragglers. I think that's pretty much the best we can do there. That's not going to make it any better. Nope. That's fine, though. So basically, there are just a few units around here that are still holding out, I guess. But besides that, the Poles don't have anything anymore. Barely any territory that is just generally left for them. And everything is taken. So I would call this a total defeat for the Poles. And we did it in just 2 weeks. I mean, this is just mopping up, you know. Not bad. Alright. There we go. And we get an error. Milestone, we'll be back. So that doesn't work yet. Well, like I said, this is the beta. I will be, I guess, reporting this for sure. Either way, I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I guess we'll be going to the screen first anyway. Yeah, so we got the Polish plane and we got this event, which is will be back or something. I don't know specifically. But what we can do here, now that we have this finished, but we'll be going for that strategic map in the next one. Either way, that was it for now. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, like I said, I had a bit of difficulty with this one. The enemy was quite apt at preventing me from doing everything I wanted, so that's good actually that they do that. Either way, we'll be going for what I can only assume will be Operation Weser-Übung in the next episode. Take care, see you then, bye bye.